So let's get back to the Dr. Arikana thing. You literally will get scammed here in Africa. You will lose your money in Africa. And don't nobody care about your experience. At the same time, why they marketing to you? All you're going to get is sorry about that. That's all they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you nothing else. I'm sorry. Jeremiah Kasimba, go sit on it. Okay? Because all they're going to tell you is I'm sorry. Nothing else. You risk your stuff. Ain't no protections for you over here. For the most part. They want you to take the risk. Come over here. Come do this. Now, to be fair, I'm going to say this. Uganda never really says that. So, but most countries are even inviting y'all over there. Now they trying to even take you over to Burkina Faso where y'all don't have no level of a chance to really do nothing over there. Even if you were to get residency, who that cares about you takes you to Burkina Faso? Tell me one person. It's almost like this. Listen, I'm going to take you to a dangerous place that just had a military coup, and I'm going to get you residency there. Okay? Now, I could take you to my home country, which is Zimbabwe, and that would be better. But let me take you to a place that you have francophone issues. You speak French. It's dangerous. The country, the president has 18 assassination attempts. Tell me what kind of person even positions that to you and love you and care about you. What kind of person that care about you even tell you some shit like that? What kind of person that care about you would even mention that? What kind of person that want the best for you even think like that? As a person who care about black people, you're supposed to tell them, no, that's not a good idea. Let's take them. If we're going to ask them to go someplace, why don't we give them a safer place? Can we go get a deal with Rwanda? Can we go to even Zimbabwe, where Dr. Arikana is from? Can we go there? No, because a person that care about you, that's just going to show you they don't care about you. A person that care about you would never recommend that. Would never recommend that. You would never recommend a place for a person that just had a military coup and tell me that you love them, that those group of people in the diaspora. You cannot tell me you love them. If they black Americans, if they in the black diaspora, black British, and you know that the West want this man out of here, and as soon as they get him out of here, they gonna renege on everything that man has done, including your. And you tell me that you're going to get black Americans and the black diaspora, they're going to invest in businesses and all that, that could be null and void. It could be. Why would you give him that risk? And you got all kind of stuff going on there. You got Boko Haram and all kind of jihadist groups there in the country. So you tell me who loves you acting like that. You tell me who care about you acting like that. You tell me that. And then if you call that out, somehow I'm a CIA agent. Somehow I'm a problem. And that's Africa for you. That's how they work. That's what happens. Somehow somebody's the problem because they don't want to shut up while you do your damn BS. Somehow when you say something that don't make sense, you're the problem. You're operative. Oh, because you don't want to get somebody to get their ass scammed or lose their money.
So let me just say, so if you don't know who this is O'Shea Dude Jackson back at it again with some more celebrity junk, right? So if you don't know who that is, go check out all of his content, all of his channels, and things of that nature. For those who have not been aware, O'Shea Dude Jackson has gone from being in the United States, from at least from what I can remember, over to Africa, right, to work, to formulate a business, to try to I guess find a middle ground, try to have some things there, right, in two different places, right, because a lot of people tend to say is don't put all of your eggs in one basket, right? So he is going to and from and to. And amongst his journey, that he has, at least recorded and put directly out there for other people to understand and see. You will see him on various podcasts on the continent talking to Africans, working with other African content creators and things of that nature. And in this video, which again, this is the first time, I'm not sure how old this video is, but this is the first time for me at least seeing this video. And you hear him basically stating a very honest truth. Who amongst those who actually love and care about you would opt to put you or to place you in your life in danger? Who would opt to put you into scenarios of which that you could potentially lose everything that you are investing in a place of which there are no protections for you? And that's the thing that I don't think that a lot of Black Americans and others out there that want to, have Black Americans go over to Africa and many other places, this is what they don't explain to a lot of Black Americans. There are protections over there for those people. There are laws, rules, and regulations for the people of those lands, for the people specifically over there. That government is not for you. As a Black American, the police is not for you. The government is not for you. The people that are over there are not for you. So again, you have everything against you, and you're willing to go spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars as a Black American to go over to a continent amongst strangers. You don't know nobody there. I get the whole thing that a lot of people want to say, like, Africa, the motherland, all this other type of stuff, rah, 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 rah. But at the end of the day, Africans look at you as strangers, right? Just like the rest of the world looks at other people, as strangers. And Black Americans are seemingly the only ones that look at everybody else is like, no, you guys are family and this, but everybody don't look at you the exact same way. It's just like, like I said, somebody has really conditioned and indoctrinated Black Americans in such a way that we literally look at everybody as being like us. We look at everybody, we're going to look at everybody and treat everybody as human beings, but yet everybody else is going around looking down upon you. And then even when that's happening, you'll still have Black people like, well, that's just them. Don't do exactly what it is that they're doing. Be better. How many more times do you have to sit up there and be better in order for people to treat you better? How many more slaps in the face do you have to get? How much more disrespect do you have to take in order to realize that other people don't view you the same way that they view themselves or their tribe or their cultures, their traditions, their religions, their groupings, right? They don't. And it's okay. It's like it is okay. And I want to say to, a lot of the people, I'm not talking about the Pan-Africans that are just here in America and they just solely are talking from here. I'm talking about the ones who are ventured over yonder and spent thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in the hopes of starting anew, to being around, quote unquote, your own people that look like you, so you don't have to deal with the things that go on in the United States. Look here, I can sit up there and say and state a lot of things. But the one thing I will sit up there and say that I admire is that for those folks, they didn't just talk, they went over there and did something. If it didn't work out, it is all right. You can come directly back to the United States. Like, for me, I'm not going to be one of the ones to sit up there and look, point, and laugh directly at you, all this other type of stuff. I'm like, yo, you went over there, you went to go see the sites, you tried to formulate a business, you tried to formulate a kinship, you tried to find this, and everything came up a dead end. You were mistreated, you were misguided, you were, in a sense, sold and told a very great lie, right? And it's all right. Like I said, it happens to the best of us. But like I said, I admire those who actually take action and go directly over instead of just talking directly from the seat of home and not sitting up there doing nothing, which is crazy to me. Like I said, you have a lot of Pan-Africans that will talk directly from the United States and tell everybody else to go over, but yet they're not moving, they're not going. They're still 20 years down the line, sitting up there still saying like, yeah, I'm going, I'm planning on going, I'm saving up the money to go on, I'm about to sit up there and go, we're getting ready to go. You've been starting up that same tired line and car for like the last 20 years and you ain't budged, but yet you've been trying to tell other people to go out there and do it. That's some wild work. That's some wild work. All for them to end up in situations of, we have some Black people that ain't making it back home. You got other black people that lost thousands of dollars. You got black people that lost, lands and all of these other types of things. Like O'Shea said, black people over there getting scammed because there are no rules, laws, or regulations to protect you. And again, who amongst that would actually care about you and your life would put you into a situation like he listed before and putting you in the most dangerous war-torn, areas? Like who is sitting up there going to place black Americans in an area where the main president have had 18 attempts directly on him? What? It's like, bro, that's dangerous. That's 1,000% dangerous, man. Like I said, that further proves that a lot of these folks out here, as much as they want to sit up, as much as these Africans and others want to say that they love black Americans, they don't. They just want you for your money. They want you for what it is that you can provide. And after they can't get anything from you, after you can't provide anymore, you have no worth. And like he said before, at any moment in time, depending on these presidents or whatever is going on in this country, you might be good there right now, but that can easily change in the blink of an eye. So then what? What protections do you have? What's stopping those people from now looking at you as the enemy and wanting to pack you up? Nothing. You don't got other black Americans over there to protect you. There are millions of them versus one or the few of you. What are you going to do? Nothing. How are you going to defend yourself? You're not. Where are you going to run to? You can't. And don't think that the United States is going to come and try to sit up there and save you, because they're not. They don't care about you, again. But at least you know that here in the United States. You don't know that going over to a whole nother land where you're, quote unquote, amongst your own people, amongst people that look like, just like you and all this other type of stuff. And again, O.C. Duke Jackson did mention some other places that may be safer. But still, at the end of the day, do they have things specifically there to make sure that you're protected? The United States is the only place where Africans can come directly over and have some type of form or a type of shared protection because of black Americans. If you take yourself as a black American directly over there, you don't have no protections. There are no judges. There are no courtrooms. There's none of that are going to rule specifically in your favor. They are going to play for a home, respectfully. You should always expect that. But like I said, people think that, oh, we all look the same. We are all the same. We all come from the same place. Oh, okay. All right. We'll see how that works when that court system pulls up. Then on top of that, just thinking about that, what about all of the many of the Africans that are here that decide that they want to disrespect, they want to cosplay, they want to masquerade as black Americans? They put it on one day and then they take it off the next. What about the young biracial Nigerian woman that came online and stated that she solely got a job not because she was qualified, because she stated that she was underqualified for the job, but she got it for the fact that she was Nigerian, right? Notice the facts of how you have in the United States these Africans, right, who will go and be in Africa. If black Americans come there, they'll raise up prices, they'll decide to scam them, they'll potentially call them names, look at them sideways, whispers, and all this other type of stuff, right? Treating you, innocence, badly, even though you're coming there with an olive branch. You're coming there as a friend. You're coming there trying to search, trying to sit up there and understand. But these will be the exact same people that, quote unquote, want you to go there because they care, because they love you, because they want you to be amongst people that look like you and to find out where you come from and all this other type of stuff. These will be the same people that will come directly to the United States and decide to put their noses directly up at you, look down upon you, state that they are better, state that they are the ones really running, quote unquote, the culture in black America and the United States, because they're getting the degrees and the money and all this other type of stuff, and rah, 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 rah. Like I said, I'm pretty much sure that it's been shown that they don't love you at all. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if you're in the United States or if you're outside of the United States. It's just being shown that, hey, they don't really mess with you like that. For the black Americans, this is like, let this be something there. If you want to go out there on a limb and you want to go to Africa, fine, so be it. If you want to decide to, test whatever it is that it is out there, and you want to be like, oh, well, I had a different, that's good for you. That is great for you. But let's see, hopefully that experience lasts for the next 50 years. Don't just sit up there and say that you had a great experience for 5 seconds and then, you just leave out on that. No. Stay for the totality. Stay for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's see how all of that goes. Let's see how you feel after that, because everybody can say that they feel good during a feel good situation, but how good are you going to feel when the situation starts turning bad, or the situation starts turning ugly, or when people start really telling you how it is that they see you directly to your face? How are you going to take that then? How are you going to be in that extent? Are you still going to have the same outlook? Are you still going to be just as positive as you were before? More than likely not. So like I said, shout out to all of those out there who took the chance to go directly over there. Like I said, it be like that. We all take losses, but it's how you take the loss that matters at the end of the day. And shout out for O'Shea Duke Jackson for coming out here and being honest and giving a warning, speaking directly to Black Americans, letting them know specifically from his perspective, from his experience, on the things that he has seen and more than likely experienced and also heard of as well, for giving the information back from the homeland itself, from Africa itself, delivering that message to Black Americans so that people will know and understand. Don't specifically fall directly for it, and if you do, make calculated risks and make sure that the benefits of that risk will outweigh anything negative that may potentially happen. But anyways, let me know what you think about this video and everything that was stated in the comment description below, and as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.